We open on Jaime's face. Daenerys is not a big fan of his face. Sansa says, I don't like it either. Soul-crushing stare. Brienne sticks up for Jaime and reckons they should let him join the Extinction Rebellion. It's decided he can stay and do odd jobs during the battle. Tyrion is reminded the Hand of the King, or Queen, never has a lot of job security. Gendry's shop is busy as fuck. Arya has memorised his work hours and pops in to say, how you going? She happily watches her crush play with his sword. She also shows him her mad skills. Jaime says, I'm sorry about the window thing. Brano is like, who needs legs anyway? Yep, nah, fucking awkward. Tyrion asks his bro if he's been to an ultrasound with Cersei. He says he has, and she's definitely up the duff. Wormsy makes a Home Alone style trap. Podrick is an absolute unit. Jaime asks Brienne if he can be in her group when they fight. She says, thanks for your application. He really thought it would be easier to find work in Winterfell. The weather is so depressing. Sir Friendzone reminds Khaleesi Tyrion isn't a bad bloke and she should be friends with Sansa. She chucks a wobbly, but ultimately listens to him. Lord Royce is told to fuck off during a strategy meeting again. Sansa says, I think you've pussy-whipped Jono and you just want us to bend the knee. Friendship objective incomplete. Meanwhile, Theon's friendship objective complete. Yeah, kicked it in the dick. He is on a fucking hug status with Sansa. Povo kids, can I have the seafood bisque with bread? No soup for you, says Davos. Ed has entered the game. Tormund has entered the game. Beric has entered the game. They need a bigger table for the army of the dead pieces. Brano tells everyone the Night's King is after him because he's basically Google. He's a big search engine of Westeros history and information. Everyone happily agrees to use Brano as bait and then hits the showers. Tyrion is the only one who wants to get to know the three-eyed raven. Missandei accidentally scares the Povo kids. Wormsy says, don't worry about it, they're little bastards, really. Bloody Ghost is like a cat, showing up whenever he wants. Sambo reminds his mates he's fair dinkum, not a coward. Laughter ensues. They stand and stare at nothing like the old days. Tyrion is throwing an end-of-the-world party and everyone's invited. There's flirtation, drinking games, Podrick plays acoustic, and Jaime officially makes Brienne a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. I reckon it's the best party ever, to be honest. Outside, there's more drinking, but this is more of a gathering than a party, and batshit boring for Arya. She goes to ask Gendry if he has any STDs. He says, oh, one, and a maester cleared it up quick smart. She says, that's nasty, but we could die tomorrow, so let's hook up. Arya's get laid objective complete. Lyanna tells Jorah she's not a soft cock and she's gonna be in the fight. Sambo asks him if he wants to rent a Tali sword. Jorah's thinking, yeah, it's not bad. Valyrian steel, nice pattern on the handle, pretty sharp. I'll give it a whirl. Man, I don't know how some parents do the co-sleeping thing. Sansa and Theon enjoy a seafood bisque with bread, and cue Jeff Buckley last goodbye. Finally, Jono tells Dany that his parents are cooler than her parents. It's a tough pill to swallow. The army of the dead have entered the game. Mysteries solved. Pod got a freebie from the Sheilas at Littlefinger's brothel because he sang for them. Voice of a fucking angel. Well done, mate. Podrick Payne, loyal squire and serenader of whores. I'm so happy we have closure on that. But yeah, nah, seriously, what a nice episode. It's great I feel like rewatching it a few times because it was nice. It was an episode full of goosebump moments. The only time I've gotten goosebumps like this was in the William Wallace freedom speech in Braveheart. Oh, and Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting gives me goosebumps, and Robin Williams in Dead Poets Society, and Robin Williams in Bicentennial Man. So many goosebumpy moments right from the beginning. My favourite scene is definitely Jaime knighting Brienne. I like how he mentions being brave, being just, defending the innocent. It's like, oh yeah, she already does all that. She's right for the job. Look at that smile on her face. It's bloody beautiful and so well acted. In fact, all the party scenes are me favourites. It's vintage Tyrion here, drinking and talking shit. Having Tormund lighten things up is gold. He likes the big woman because she reminds him of his surrogate mother who was a giant. It's fucking weird and great. And yeah, Podrick belting out a song around the campfire, top notch. I hope he and Pippin Took can do a collab in future. Good on Arya for deciding she wanted some dick and pursuing it. I understand the knee-jerk reaction of, ew, we've watched her since she was a kid. But the actress and the character are old enough to be interested in dick, and it wasn't gratuitous the way it was shot, so I think it's cool and natural to explore Arya Stark's sexuality. In fact, the tone of the whole episode is quite natural. There's something really humane about this one. Each character is looking to remind themselves what makes them human. The episode is called A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, and there's an emphasis on good traits, having knightly traits. Jaime wants to be true to his word and fight for the living. Theon wants to be loyal and brave to make amends for being a dickhead to the Starks. There's lots of talk of also needing to be smart and intelligent and strategic. It's not all about bravery. The theme of forgiveness is running through the episode a bit as well. You don't have to forget all the shitty things people have done and the mistakes they've made. As Sambo says, forgetting is death. That's what the Night King wants, all humans to be erased and forgotten. But yeah, you can forgive and keep moving forward. Which way is Daenerys gonna go, do you reckon? Is she in this fight for the right reasons, or is she simply too power hungry? She can't give Sansa a straight answer on Winterfell's independence. Jaime's like, are ya sure she's different to her dad? The first thing on her mind after hearing Jono's news is that he's a potential competitor for the throne. What if she cracks the shits and she's like, burn them all in future? This tension has always been there with her character, and I just reckon something or someone is gonna push her to her limits right to the last minute. Anyway, go on, give me your best death predictions for next week. Wormsy making plans for the future is worrying. I feel like we'll lose Jaime or Brienne, Beric, Tormund, Jorah, Lyanna, Arya, Gendry. Will the Night King get the three-eyed raven? Theon? Who is going to get fucked up, folks? Obviously not the Hound, because he still has to fight his brother at some point. Clegane Bowl, surely. Remember, cheers, see ya.